Hi, my name is Lisa, and I am so excited to be back practicing with you. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to today's practice, which will be all about the lower body and the hips. This sequence is meant to be a short sequence that allows you to manifest time for yourself, time to get on the yoga mat, time for your practice. A lot of the times our excuse is we just don't have enough time, but now we can release excuses because I will hopefully minimize the practice, maybe even do like a 5-minute practice one day, who knows. But for now, let's go ahead and dive on into this less than 30-minute practice, aiming for 15 to 20 minutes for this practice. So let's go ahead and come into child's pose. Come to sit onto the heels of the feet and just ground down. So a lot of the times we may feel guilt. It's like, oh, only this much time, or how do you really get a real yoga practice? And I used to be like you. I used to feel like there wasn't enough time, and that for me to have a full yoga practice, it had to be at least an hour. And I say, if you can get to your mat every day, whether it be 5, 10, 15 minutes, an hour, 3 hours, that's all that matters, is that you come to your space. You come to your mat. You take time for yourself. And that's enough. So go ahead, take a nice big deep inhale into the body. And exhale, sigh out, let go. Taking a nice big deep breath in. And exhale. Last big deep inhale. And exhale. And from this space, take a moment of gratitude for just being here on your yoga mat. And set an intention for yourself for this practice. Last big deep inhale into the body. Exhale. From here, go ahead, ground down through the fingertips. See if you can send the knees a little bit closer underneath the belly. Curl toes under, and then go ahead, skim the center of your nose over the mat. Inhale, opening up in the chest. And exhale, round in the upper back, chin towards chest, curl tailbone under, come to sit onto the heels. And inhale, sending the heart forward, opening up in the chest. And exhale. Breathing in. And sighing it out. Last 2 breaths at your own pace. Inhaling, opening up in the chest. Exhaling to round in upper back. And last big deep breath in. And exhale. Great work. Go ahead, slowly come to tabletop position. Go ahead, see if you can reach the right heel behind you. Send the heel forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And we're going to go ahead and find that neutral tabletop position with that right leg in back. Draw the navel on in, press the floor away. Maybe even send the index fingers forward. Make sure that the wrists are hips distant, or I should say wrists are shoulder distance apart. Go ahead, inhale, lift the right foot on up. Exhale, round and upper back, chin towards the chest. One more time. Inhale, reach the right heel up and back. And exhale. Knee to nose. Go ahead, reach the right heel up and back. Then bend the right knee and open up in the right hip and begin to trace your circles with the right knee out to the side. This helps open up our hip. Trace circles for 3 more breaths. I know that glute muscle is talking to you, but breathing through it, inhaling. And exhale. Last big deep breath in. And exhale. Take a nice big deep inhale. Go ahead, reach the right foot up towards the ceiling. Right knee is bent. Open up in the heart space. And then exhale, go ahead, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. If that's a lot and it kind of comes here, go ahead, take a hold of that ankle, help that right foot on forward. Then see if you can send that left knee as far back as possible. Go ahead, send the hips forward and back. My favorite pose to play around with hamstring and psoas work. Take a nice big deep breath in and exhale. Go ahead, bend on into that left, or I should say right knee. See if you can press that right knee away from you, opening up in the hip, maybe turning the right toes all the way to the outside edge of your yoga mat. Breathing in here, opening up, we're looking up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Breathing in and sighing it out. Last big deep inhale. And exhale, delicious. Go ahead, send the right hand on down, and then just slide that right foot all the way to the outside or past the side of the yoga mat. So our right leg is nice and long, and let's walk the hands as far forward as possible, bowing on down, getting a nice stretch in the inner right thigh. And again, we'll just hold it here for about 4 breaths. Releasing any tension, any stress. I feel that hip opening postures are a great way to release the stress. So let all that stress and tension from jaw, from hips just melt into the yoga mat. For one more big, deep inhale. And exhale. Beautiful work. Go ahead, slowly walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Go ahead, sweep that left leg all the way, or I should say right leg all the way over to the left side. Gaze over the left shoulder, taking a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, slowly bring the right knee on back underneath the hip. Let's take it into the opposite side. So go ahead, ground down through the fingertips once more. Snap, crackle, pop in the shoulders is always okay, as long as we're not feeling any pain. And then go ahead, see if we can send that left heel on back. Send the left heel forward and back, opening up in the Achilles tendon, the bottoms of your feet. And when you are ready, go ahead, slowly inhale, reach that left heel on up. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, round and upper back, chin comes towards the chest. Inhale, send the heel up and back. And exhale, moving with breath. And when you are ready, inhale, reaching the left heel back. Then bend the knee, open up in the hip, and trace circles. And your right glute muscles start talking to you again. Feel free to make the circles as big or as small as you would like. Breathe with sensation. 2 more breaths, inhaling. And exhale. Last big deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead, reach the left heel as far back behind you as possible. And then can you step the left foot to the outside of the hand? If it just comes here, take a hold of the ankle, help it on forward. Go ahead, walk that right knee as far back as possible. Send the hips forward and back, forward and back. So if you have very open hips and you're like, wow, this is like really open and very fluid, make sure you're also engaging. So hugging the inner thighs in towards each other, flexing the left toes, engaging the lower body muscles so you can protect all your joints. 2 more breaths, inhaling and exhale. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Go ahead, bend on into the left knee. Trace the left toes over to the left side along with the knee. Ground down through the right fingertips and then gently guide the left knee on open. Roll on to the pinky toe side of the left foot. Inhale, lengthen from tailbone to the crown of the head. And exhale, draw navel on in, twist open on up. Great work. Breathing in and sighing it out. Last big deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead. Place the left hand on down and slide that left foot to the left side. So move in any way that feels good. If you even need to come, for example, maybe the space does allow you to bring that foot on out, you can always come to the side of your mat and play around this way. But I'm going to go ahead and stick to where I was. Go ahead, walk the fingertips as far forward as possible and bow on down. Breathe. Be very gentle, especially if you're doing this for your first practice of the day or night. Breathing into the hips and sighing it out. Letting go of stress, tension. Releasing anything that doesn't serve you, thoughts of past or future. Let go. Last big deep breath in. And exhale, go ahead, slowly walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Sweep that left leg all the way over to the right side. Gaze over the right shoulder. Take a nice big deep breath in and exhale. Send the knees back to center. Let's close off this practice. Let's go ahead, bend on into the elbows, walk the knees on back, slowly lower down onto the belly and chest. Bend the knees and rock from side to side. Rocking the knees from side to side, breathe in and exhale. Go ahead, slowly bring the legs on down. This is one of my favorite postures. Go ahead, send the right knee. Let me scooch over so you have more of my knee. Right knee over to the right side, and you can just breathe into the hip. And when I first showed this to one of my yogis, she was like, I don't feel anything. I want to feel a deep, deep stretch. So if you want to take it a bit further, maybe into the upper body, walk the hands as far forward as possible and see if you can thread the needle. Oh, that feels great on the shoulders and just kind of gives a nice little opening on that right side of the body. But if you want to just relax and then just allow gravity to do the work, stay exactly where you're at. You're doing great. Take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Last big deep breath in and exhale. Great work. Go ahead, slowly send the right hand underneath or I should say right hand frames the right side. And I kind of just press into my right hand and lift up out so I can send that right leg back behind me. Let's take it into the opposite side. So left leg is in alignment, or left knee in alignment with the hip, left ankle in alignment with the knee, and just breathe. Breathe. And if you wish to come a little bit deeper into the posture, or find a dipper, find a deeper stretch, go ahead, walk the left fingertips forward, and then thread the needle. Oh, this might feel good. Maybe we even want to play around with sending that right hand behind you. My left side is more open than my right today, so it's really up to you. We'll hold here for 3 more breaths. And when you are ready, go ahead, send the left hand to frame the left rib cage, or left side of the rib cage, and then lift that left leg up and out. Great work. Let's go ahead and just roll on to our backs, hugging the knees in towards the chest, rocking from side to side. You can take a twist, you can come into happy baby, but I invite you that if you wish, you can play around with yogi's choice. Maybe even pause the video, play around with the yogi's choice, and then you can come back to on the back, hugging the knees in towards the chest. And when you are ready, go ahead, slowly come to bring the legs on down. Place the hands onto the belly. And let's inhale for a count of 4. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Release, let go. And just allow yourself to be here in Shavasana. If you wish to take a longer Shavasana, you can stay right here, letting the rest of the world go for however long you wish. But if you're ready to continue on with your day, deep breath in. Wiggle fingers and toes, sigh out. Roll on to your side and press on up. Let's close this practice with an Om and 3 Shantis for peace. Let's take a nice big deep inhale for Om. Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing out blessings of peace to you, to your day, to your night. Thank you so much for practicing with me, friend. Have an amazing rest of your day, night, week, or weekend. Namaste.